Welcome back to Star Citizen News in 07 minutes or less. And yes, I paused my game to be here. Like, you guys don't have to, because you could just put me in the background. Anyways, we have a lot to go over today. A little overview for you. We have Inside Star Citizen from a couple of weeks ago, in which we find out that 4.2 is just about 1 week out, so it should be coming next week sometime. Alien Week has begun. We have a new ship variant, and CIG did a live Q&A. Also, another little Star Meemer update. We had a huge event. It was Star Memers versus Gallandrome and his crew. This guy is an epic arms dealer in the verse. He's a good RPer, I believe. I will have a link to Hippo's video down below, and Mikey, the editor, did an amazing job. He actually used a little bit of my footage in there, which I should be showing you guys at some point during this video in the background instead of, some boring page of nonsense. Anyways, so with that intro out of the way, let's start the timer. Boom, there it is. Okay, speed run. Just kidding. Alien Week 2955 is among us. That means that the alien ships are for sale with war bonds if you like to do that sort of thing and get CCU upgrades. We have Wakello's 9 Tastes contest. That's a food cooking contest. I didn't know that they did that. So there's rules about it if you want. I'll have the link below. And there's also just a whole bunch of cool paints to check out. And what's next? We got 3 new YouTube videos. We have the Inside Star Citizen, where you learn a lot about the upcoming patch event. It's really cool. Highly recommend. We've got the new ship variant, the Esperia Prowler Utility. It's a cargo ship. We'll get into that a little bit more in a second. And then there's a live Q&A about vehicle flight and balance, which we will also get into. So, Inside Star Citizen, like I said, they just reveal what's coming. It's worth watching. Just watch it. A new ship variant. Yes, the Prowler Utility. Okay, so this is a cargo ship, and it has 30 SCU of cargo, but it is a stealth cargo ship with an alien. Look at this thing. It's incredible. Okay, what they imagine this to be used for is just straight up piracy. They want you to basically go up to some big cargo ship and just steal a little bit of their loot and be on your way. So that's pretty fun. That's pretty cool. There's a lot going on here. So the live Q&A, we got so much from that. All right. I'm just going to leave it here. So speed limits are going to be removed in a way. There's technically still going to be a speed limit, but speed is now going to be determined by thrust over a period of time. Now, this isn't about to come out. Okay, this is stuff in the future when the flight model is redone, which is already being redone. It's just we haven't gotten access to it yet because it's not done. So thrust over a period of time will determine your maximum speed. Also, how many pips you have, like power going to your thrusters, will give you more speed. If you fire a missile, for instance, you become lighter in weight, so that will also provide you with more speed. All of this stuff is pretty cool in my opinion. So gliding, you will be able to still fly a ship in atmosphere even though it's disabled because you can glide. Now, maybe not a reclaimer. I don't think there's much gliding going to happen in a reclaimer. But if you're in a Gladius or in an Arrow or something aerodynamic, you could glide down to a crash landing and survive, which will be really cool. Nav mode will die. That is a quote, okay, from the Q&A. The current plan is to make traversal just fluid, right? So no more mode switching. You're not going to have some major quantum drag where you go in 1,000 meters per second, you switch into SCM mode, and suddenly you're at like 200. That's not going to happen anymore. Now you're going to just, if your quantum drive is powered on, you can look at a point, push a button, and quantum. You just have to choose to turn it on, and that might take a ton of energy, so you have to turn other things off. So most of this new flight model is already in 4.2's code base, but it's just turned off until they finish it, right? This was a big one. Big ships in atmosphere is a problem. So apparently, engine atmosphere efficiency has a curve. Right now, it maxes out at 50% efficiency, so it's like half as strong as it is in space. Well, that is going to become a much higher ratio when the new flight model comes out. And additionally, there's going to be a new UX that will show you the efficiency that you currently have based on your mass and your current planet's gravity, right? So if the ratio is below 1, you won't be able to just take off. You can try by using your boost or putting more power into your thrusters, but if that's not enough to get you out of atmosphere, you might actually just plummet and fall to your death, which would be pretty funny to watch. So basically, for the new flight model, the space flight model is done. The aerodynamic flight stuff is halfway done. The fly-by-wire is not completely done yet. They have new control surfaces stuff that they still need the AI to be able to use it, so that should be solved in a couple of weeks. And then the quantum experience, they didn't really say much about that, so it's TBD. Apparently, Flak will be tried out at some point. I can't wait to see that. If you ever watched Masters of the Air or something, I think that was it. You see amazing Flak Combat in like World War I, World War II, so that would be really great in this game. Eventually, small ships will be unable to damage large ships. It'll be like shooting a tank with a pistol. So their role will actually be just to target smaller subsystems on these large ships. So they could take something out, but they just can't take the ship out completely. Area 18 might be getting a slight performance improvement. I saw something about the traffic for the CPU being transferred to the GPU, so we'll see about that. Now, 4.2, so huge update for the ATLS. You're going to be able to summon them via the freight elevators. That's exciting. And additionally, they can attach to your cargo grid, so you can literally just make an ATLS go upside down and attach to like your what is it, the Argo Raft, which I've been using lately. Great cargo ship. The Geo is going to be available in in-game shops, and the ATLS IKTI Rad, the new like combat bot or combat mech, cannot be purchased, not in-game nor out of game. It's only going to be found at the ASD facility. The Mirai Guardian ships are going to get the new UI styles that were introduced with the Guardian MX. Missiles, torpedoes, and bombs will now explode to distortion. Think like EMPs or distortion weapons, so you could do an EMP to stop them from hitting you. Missile and torpedo nerfs are coming, so increased minimum lock ranges and lock timer, added a minimum activation distance for torpedoes so they don't like destroy yourself, decreased minimum and maximum explosion radius on hit, and increased health. Stormbreaker is going to be a new sandbox activity. It will be persistent, not an event. No, you're not going to make it. Equipment swapping hierarchy. We almost made it. I was so close. I was trying so hard. Someday we're going to get it. Anyways, there's going to be a new equipment swapping hierarchy. So basically, this should fix the issue of looting something off an enemy's like a grenade or anything attached to their armor on the outside should now actually go to your armor more easily. If you don't have space on your armor, it'll go straight to your backpack. If you don't have space in your backpack, apparently it's just going to go to the ground. So I'm looking forward to that because it has been quite annoying when you like click on something, it doesn't move. Shift click on something, it doesn't move. And you're like, how am I supposed to move this? So it sounds like they're about to fix that. So that'll be great. All right, well, that's all we have for today. So like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, join the Discord. There's not much going on there right now, but I do have, some news feeds for if you want to keep up with this stuff on your own time on a few channels. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time. Bye. See ya. Goodbye. Get out of here. Leave. Why are you still watching? Go watch this. Go watch that. I don't know. Get out of here. Go. I'm supposed to push the button. Where's this? There it is.